Dear students, welcome to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University video lesson on programming with C and C++ for UG third semester students of computer applications. Today we are going to discuss Unit 4 Flow of Control. Now I am sharing my PPT here. So first of all, we have to discuss about what is about flow of control. So flow of control in a C program refers to the order in which individual statements, instructions, or function calls are executed. So by default in C programming, the program structure will be designed by top-down approach. So whatever the instructions we are giving in the programming, that will be executed one after another. Okay. So in flow of control, in our syllabus, we are having here, first of all, control statements. What about the control statements? Control statements control the flow of execution of the statements of a program. So this means what are the statements you have given in your program? The flow of execution will be order-wise, sequentially, means one by one. Flow will be going like order-wise. So in this also again we are having three types here: sequential, conditional, and iteration. Okay, now see what about sequential. So in sequential control, the C program statements are executed sequentially. So already I said, so sequentially. So why? Because C program is a top-down approach. So whatever the statements, whatever the instructions you are writing in your program will be executed in order-wise, top to bottom approach only. Okay, so this means what? One after another. So if you are seeing in diagrammatically also, we are having here number of statements. So statement 1, then after statement 2, then after statement 3. So like this, the statements are going to be executed. This is about sequential. And next we are having control. So sequentially, now see you again example here, example program. So in C programming, the program will be start from the header file. So what is the C header file here? Hash include stdio.h. So the full form is the standard input output header file. Okay, so this means whatever the input output functions you are giving in your program, that all belongs to this header file only. Okay, next we are writing here after header section, we are writing main function. So in the main function, we are declaring two variables. So this is the program for addition of two numbers. So these two numbers, I am taking three variables here. So adding the two numbers and finally the result I am storing in the some another variable. So that's why I am taking three variables, x comma y comma sum. Okay. Then I am using printf statement. So printf statement is helpful to print the data. Okay. Whatever data you have entered, that will be exactly printed on the output screen. Okay. Then scanf. So scanf function is the input function. So this is through this input function only, whatever data you are given to the program, that will be taken as scanf function only. Okay, and then sum equal to x plus y. So the logic, what is the program actually? Addition of two numbers. So this means I'm adding the two numbers. That means sum equal to x plus y. Okay, whatever the result I got, again I'm storing in the printf statement. I'm using to print the printf statement only. Okay, so the sum of the two numbers is like how we are writing percentile d. So for percentile d is what here? Integer format specifier. So in basics class already you know about what is the format specifier. So what are different data types you are having, different operators you are having, and what are the header files, and what about the structure of the programming. So if you know these all basics, then you can easily understand this program. Okay. So this is about the sequential flow. So in this program, if you're observing here, so every statement will be written one later another. So and also one more rule what we are having in C programming, the compilation will be start from the main function only. Okay. So from the main function declaration part, then the statements, then what are the functions you declared. So the flow, if you are observing how the flow is going here sequentially, that's why we are calling as the sequential flow. Okay. Next we are having the conditional control. Okay, so in condition control or decision control, so in condition control, the execution of statements depend upon the condition test. So what is telling here? Execution of statements. So whatever the statements are there depend upon the condition test. So these all statements given depend upon the condition. Okay, so if the condition evaluates true, then a set of statements is executed. Otherwise, another set of statements is followed. Okay, this control is also called decision control because it helps in making decisions. So this means what here? In our real life also, how we are apply the conditional statements. So one example I am giving. So everyone known about the ATM card. So if you want to withdraw the money from the ATM machine, so you are keeping the ATM card in the machine. Whenever you enter the correct password, then only the money will be withdrawal. Okay, if the password will be wrong, then automatically money is not withdrawal. So what is the condition? If the password, if the PIN number is correct, so if condition. So how we are using here? If condition. Okay. And also like another example I'm giving, if you're going to market, okay, so you want to purchase the fruits. Okay, so in fruits you want like vitamin C based fruits, means like oranges, mossambis, grapes. Okay, so what is your preference? So first you are choosing the oranges. Okay, if oranges are available, then you can purchase that only. If oranges are not available, then you can go to the grapes. Okay, if in second situation also, if the grapes also not available, then you can go to the mossambis. So in every situation, what is applicable here? If condition, if these are available, okay, then you can purchase. So like this, the conditional statements, the control statements we are using in our daily life. Okay, and we are calling as decision control. So why we are calling as decision control also? So if you are a student, okay, you are completing your graduation. So after graduation, based on your decision, your life will be changed. It means you want to go to job, okay, you want to do the job, or you want to do the higher studies, okay, or you want to do the business, okay, or otherwise you want to do marriage, okay. Depend upon your decision, your life goal will be changes, okay. That's why we are calling as the decision control also, okay. So the conditional statements we are calling as a selection control or decision control, or we can say conditional control also. Okay, so different names are there. So different meaning purpose also in our daily life also we are using this type of situations. Okay, so the decision controls we have here different types like if statement, if else statement, nested if else if ladder, and switch case statement. Okay, and next third we are having here, third flow we are having here, third control, iteration. Iteration means what? Repeatedly. Okay, repeatedly the loop is going to be, means repeatedly what are the statements you have given that are to be executed. Okay, that is called as repeatedly, or I mean that is called as iteration. Okay, so iterations or loops are used when we want to execute a statement or block of statements several times. So the repetition of loops is controlled with the help of a test condition. So in loops also what we are using here, test condition only. Okay, in this how we are using means if the condition is true, okay, then we enter into loop. So until the condition will be satisfied, the loop is going on to be repeatedly executed. That's why we are calling as a iterative statement, iterative condition. Okay. So in this we have here three types: while loop, do while loop, and for loop. Okay. Now again we are discussing one by one conditional statements. What are the conditional statements we have, and what are the loop statements we have. So already we have discussed the conditional statements, or we can say decision control, or we can say selection control. Okay. So in this different types. So now see the first one here. So in the first one we have here first one if statement. Okay. So what about if statement? So this is a simple form of decision control statement. So in this how we are writing the general syntax means here if condition block of statement. So whatever the block here, this is a block. Okay. In the block means you open the curly bracket, flower curly bracket, okay, in the statements are there, okay, then you close them. So if this condition is true, then all the statements are true of this block, or this if block only. Okay, condition true means this if block going to be executed. If the condition will be false, these block of statements are not going to be executed. This is about the if condition. So now diagrammatically means this is a flow chart. So you know the flow chart is nothing but a pictorial representation of the program. Okay, we have algorithm and flow chart. Algorithm is nothing but the here step-by-step procedure. Flow chart is nothing but what here a flow of to show the flow of control and with diagrammatically. How we are showing? Diagrammatically we are showing. Okay, and these symbols we are having here. What are the symbol? Diamond symbol, rectangle symbol. This is diamond symbol. So a diamond symbol especially using for the condition expression. Okay. If you want to give any condition, then we are giving in diamond symbol. Okay. And the rectangle symbol means what? A rectangle symbols means to execute the statements, to print the statements. Okay. Then we are using this rectangle box. So in this condition, if what he is giving, if a condition is true, okay, this is the flow. Okay. The arrow marks is showing the, if this condition is true, this statement going to be executed. Okay. If condition is false means what? No statements are going to be executed. If the other than the this block of statements, okay, other than this if block statements, if any statement will be there in the program, that is other part. Okay. But here we are discussing about if condition means if the condition is true. Okay. You can just remember, if the condition is true, the if block statements only executed. That is about a if condition. Okay, now see simple example. So in this simple example, we are checking the whether the given number is a negative or positive. Okay, so how we are know about the numbers are negative, positive. Okay, if we have taken straight line, okay, in straight line, zero right side will be the positive numbers, 0 left side will be the negative numbers. So that means -1, -2, -3, these and so on. These numbers are all negative numbers, and 1, 2, 3 are all the positive numbers. Okay. So for this, what we have to declare, how many variables we need? Okay, we need only one variable. Why? Because we are checking just number only. Okay. So first you can understand the question. Depend on the question, how many variables we need and what is the logic of the program. That is the part of to write a program. Okay. So here also in every program, we should compulsory write a header files, then compulsory write the main function. Okay. Then after that, after a main function, we are going to declare a variable. Okay, what is the variable I am taking here? Num is my variable. Okay, why? Because I am checking the number. The given number is negative or positive. Okay, then I am entering the number using the printf statement. And I'm entering the data, number data, so using the scanf function. Then I'm checking the condition if num less than 0. Okay, what is the condition here? So I said about straight line. Okay, in the straight line, the left side means what? Less than 0 means what? -1, -2, -3. These are the less than 0. Okay, +1, +2 means 1, 2, 3. Normal numbers are the positive numbers. Okay, condition I'm writing here, less than 0 means what here? -1. So if I am giving -1 less than 0, that means what? Condition true. Condition true means what? What is the output will be I am getting here? The entire number is negative. Okay, this is the output I am getting. If I will give here, for example, num place 5. Okay, the data I am entering here, number place 5. Okay, 5 less than 0 is means what? Condition false. Condition false means there is no output. In this program, there is no output. If the condition is true only, then I am getting the number is negative. Okay. If I am giving the wrong data, wrong input, then there is no output. This is about the if condition. Okay, next. And also in if condition, one more example, like general example I'm giving, if you are eligible to vote, okay, how much years we need to eligible vote here? 18 years, okay. If you are equal to 18 or greater than 18, then you are eligible to vote, okay. If your age will be less than 18 means you are not eligible, okay. So like this also we can write the if condition program, and if else also we can use for this program. Okay, now see if else. So in if statement, if you are observing, only one statement is there, only if condition statement only there. But in the if else, what we have here, we are having bidirectional control statement, means two way we are having. If the condition is true, if block will going to be executed. If the condition will be false, then else part will be going to executed. Okay. So in this, see here, this is a bidirectional control statement, and this statement is used to test a condition and take one of the two possible actions. If the condition eval is to true, then one statement is executed. Otherwise, other than the other block, means else block statements also are going to be executed. Okay, so the general statement, the general form of see here, if else statement, what we are having, if condition. Okay, same as this, however you are writing the if condition, okay, then block of statements. Then what we have? Else part. Okay, else part means what? Again, we are taking the one more else block of statements. So in this, what happens? So you can see diagrammatically flowchart also we have. So I said the diamond symbol is to check in the condition. Okay, so condition, what if the condition is true? Then this is the if block statements. Okay, this rectangle box are we showing now here. This is the if block statements. If the condition false, then one more block of statement we are having, that is the else part. Okay, if this condition is true, this block is going to be executed. If the condition is false, this block is going to be executed. This is about the if else statement. Okay, now see the example program. So example program we are taking here, program to find the biggest of two numbers. Okay, so I am taking two numbers. So which number is the biggest? Okay, if I am taking 5, 6. Okay, in this which number is the biggest? 6 is the biggest. Okay, like this we are finding checking the numbers. So here, so as usually we have taken the header files, then main function. So here I am taking the variables data. How much I am taking here? Two variables I am because I am checking the two numbers. Okay, that's why I am taking the two numbers, number 1 comma number 2. Then I entered the two numbers using the printf, and I entered the data of the two numbers data using the scanf function. Then I am giving the condition. What is the condition here? If number 1 greater than number 2, okay, number 1 is bigger than the number 2, then number 1 is going to be printed. Okay, if number 1 is not greater than, means number 1 is not greater than means what? Number 2 is greater than. Okay, we have two conditions only here. We have two situations only here. Okay, if first number is biggest, then that is the output. Okay, if the first number is not biggest, that means automatically second number is biggest. No, okay, then else part will be going to be executed. So here also what happened, if I am giving the data 5 greater than 6, that means what? Condition false. Condition false means if block is not going to be executed. If condition is true, then only if block is executed. If condition false means what? Else block will be executed. Now what is the output I am getting here? 5 greater than 6 means what? If block is false. So that's why it is going to else block. So in the else block, what is here? The number 6 is biggest. Okay, so num 2 I given 6 data. That means 6 is biggest. The output like this, the output I am getting. Okay, so depend upon situation. So which one is the biggest? Depend upon the output will be giving. Okay, next we have here nested if else statement. Okay, so nested if else means what? Nested means group of statements. So in this what happened, in if block again you are writing the if else part. In else block also you can write the if else part. Okay, so what happened, so how many block of statements, how many if else statements you want to be write? Okay, nested means what? Group of statements. No, okay, group of statements, group of condition you want to check, then we can use this nested if else. That this means in if condition, if the condition is true, then again we have to check the if and else part. Okay, otherwise if you are first only if condition is false, then again we go to else part. So in else part what is there? Again if the condition is there, and if the condition is true, then we are checking that one. If the condition is false, then we go to the else part. So like this, if you are writing, that is called as a nested if else. So now see here, if we have if else statement within either the body of an if statement or the body of the else statement, or in the body of the both if and else, then this is known as a nesting of if else statement. So the general form how we are writing. So see here, already I said, so if in this what happened, if condition 1, okay, I am writing first main condition. Okay, if condition is true, then I am going in, I am entering this block. Okay, so block means again what is here, again one more condition 2 is there here, these statements. So this condition is true, for example, then these statements are going to be executed. Okay, then stop, the program is over. Otherwise if this condition false, then I am going to else part. Okay, so else statements are going to be executed. Okay, otherwise what happened in the first situation, in the first condition only, if the condition false, then directly I am going to what? The main if part else statement. This is the if part else statement. Okay, so here else part, what is here? If condition, again one more condition is there. If the condition is true, then this statement is executed. If the condition is false, then else part, we are going to else part. So like this we are writing the nested if else statement. Okay, so now see the program to find the largest of 3 numbers. Okay, so in this before if else part, what I am checking, only 2 numbers I am taking. Okay, which one is the biggest? In this I am taking 3 numbers. Okay, so using the nested if else statement. So in this I am taking the how much data here, how many variables I am declaring here, as usually header file, then main function, then I am declaring the variables a comma b comma c comma large, 4 variables I am taking. Then I am entering the 3 numbers. So I am checking, first I am checking the a greater than b. Okay, so if I am taking the 5, 6, 7. For example, three numbers 5, 6, 7 I'm taking. So 5 greater than B means what? Condition false. 5 greater than B means what happened? Condition, because 5 is lesser than 7. No, condition false. Condition false means what happened? I'm going to here else part. In this part, okay? Means this if condition false, no? Then I'm going to this directly this. The first time only the condition false. In this situation, what happened? First time only the condition false. Then again directly I'm going to where I'm going to going here else part. So in else part, what is there here? In else part here, largest number is like B greater than C. So 6 greater than 7. Again condition false. Again condition false means what happened? Then I'm going to else part. So in the else part, there is a C is the largest. So output will becomes here. So C is the largest number. Next the next type we have here else if ladder. Okay, so already we have seen if else statement. Now again one more we have here else if ladder. So else if ladder means what happened here? When you are writing the if condition, okay, immediately else part will be there. In immediate else part, again you are writing the if condition. Again else part, immediately you are writing the if condition. Again you are writing. So how many situations, how many times you want to check the condition? You can check and finally you can end it with the else part. Okay, so starting with the if condition, if the condition is false, then immediately we are going to else part. Okay, in the else part, what happens? Syntax how we are writing immediately if condition. Okay, if this condition is okay, then again if condition is false, then again you are going to else part. Then again else part, again you are having the if condition. Okay, like this we are having the statements. Continuously we are writing. This is the general syntax of the else if ladder. Okay, and this is the flow chart of this if else if ladder. And this is the program to find the grade of the student. It means using if else if ladder, we have the example program here. What is example program? Header files. We have a main function. Then what I'm checking grade of the student. Grade of the student means marks. Okay, so marks we have here. So printf enter the percentage student. So marks. How we are checking the percentage depend upon the marks means. So generally I'm taking the marks also. So these marks will be greater than 80 and I'm giving the grade A. Okay, if you are getting the marks 80 for your subject, okay, this programming C and C++, if you are getting the 80 marks, more than 80 or more than 80 marks, then you will get a grade A. Okay, program is over. Okay, if you are not getting the 80 marks, you got only 70. Then first condition is false here. Then immediately you go to else part. In else part, what is here? Again, condition will be there. What is the condition? We have the 70. So 70 greater than equal to 70. So then you got the B grade. Okay, this is second situation. If you got 60 marks, okay, you are not getting 80, you are not getting 70. Now you have got the 60 marks. Okay, then again the else part will be there. So else part immediately what we have if condition. Okay, in this if condition again 60 greater than or equal 60. Okay, then you got C grade. Okay, otherwise you are not getting 80, you are not getting 70, you are not getting 60, you got 50 marks. So these all conditions are going to fail. Okay, then again you are coming to else part. In again else part, what is here? Again no condition will be there. What is the condition? If marks greater than or 50. So if you are getting 50 marks, then you got a grade B. Okay, you are not getting 50 also, then we have to go to else part. In the else part, so what is our grace marks means? Above 50 only you are getting a grade. 40 if 45 above if you are getting, then you will be passed. Otherwise I'm writing here to conclude the program, you are failed. Okay, so like this we are writing the else if ladder program. Okay, these are the control structures, if condition, if else condition, nested if else condition, and if else if ladder. And one more condition we are having else if instead of else if ladder, to simplify this is the lengthy program now. So here we are checking the 5 to 6 60 situations. So if you want to check the more than 20 situations means the code will be going to very lengthy. Okay, so to reduce the lengthiness of we are having one more here switch condition. So switch is what here? Multiple branch statement, multiple selected statements. Okay, so see here switch case statements are a substitute for long if statements and has more flexibility and a clearer format than else if ladder. So generally when we are using switch case means already in else if ladder we have seen it is very lengthy. To shortcut to reduce that lengthiness, we are using a switch case statement. This statement is used to Select one out of the several number of alternatives present in a block. Means we have the multiple options here. In this, we can select anything, any option we want. Okay, so how we are doing means some cases wise. We have writing the multiple cases. In this, which case we want to be do, which case then that will be going to be executed. So if you can see the here syntactical general form, then you can easily understand. So here switch case both are keywords. So in before also we have discussed like if condition, if else condition. Okay, these are also keywords here. If else also keywords, like that switch also keyword and case also keyword. And one more I want to say here, C is a sensitive program sensitive case sensitive language. So every keyword should be written in the lower case letters only. Means small case letters only should write compulsory. When you are writing a keyword, when you are writing anything function, then you can write in the small letters only. Okay. So here what we have, okay, so switch expression. So the expression, however you are writing the in this condition like that, here also we should write the expression. The expression should be integer constant or character constant. Any constant it can be taken. Okay, so here you can see case constant one statements. So first, so for example, the expression I am giving here one. Okay, that means what my case is case constant one. Okay, so what are the statements are available in case one? These statements are going to be executed. Okay, then again I'm giving what here case constant two. So if I entered express case two, then case two statements will be executed. Okay, so means you can understand easily whatever the expression you have given. Okay, and 1 to 10 cases if you are given, in the 1 to 10 only you have to enter input. If you are giving the apart from 10, then it automatically goes to default. In default, what we are writing, you are not selected, you are selected wrong input. You are selected wrong input. Okay, like this we are writing the switch case statement. Okay. So here already explained here switch case and default are keywords, and the expression following the switch keyword must give an integer value. So I already said that whenever you want to give any expression, that should be an integer value, and this expression can be any integer or character variable also. Not only integer, you can give the character variable also. Depend upon the program, depend upon your cases, you can give the input. Okay, and it can also be like arithmetic, relational, logical, or bitwise expressions also we can take. And also the case keyword should be integer or character type. So when you are writing case 1 or case A, case B, case C, or case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, like this we are writing. Okay, now you can see the program, then you can easily understand here. So this is the program for switch. And what is the program here? Program to print the day of the week. So in a week we are having generally 7 days. So 1 to 7 is my input here. I am entering here. Okay, data, whatever the variables I want to declare here, day I want to especially. So I am entering the data, printf enter data number from 1 to 7. Okay, then I am using the scanner function to give the input data day, and then now you can see switch expression. Okay, switch in this what I am giving day. Day means what? So which day you are giving? Day 1, if you are giving day will be if you are given 1 or 2, which you are giving, depend upon that the output will become. So case 1 means what will be output will becomes here Monday. Okay, case 2 means Tuesday. So here in day, the day will be 1 to 7. Okay, 1 means Monday, 2 means Tuesday, 3 means Wednesday, 4 means Thursday, 5 means Friday, 6 means Saturday, 7 means Sunday. Okay, so apart from that, you are not entering 1 to 7 numbers. Okay, you entered some other more than 7, 8 or 9, or you entered 0. Then what happened? Defaultly it will be gives the wrong input. So already we have seen LC ladder. So in LC ladder, what happened? The coding will be going to very lengthy. In this, what happened? So we are giving the multiple selection code. In multiple selection code, which case you want to be give the, you want to print that expression you have to enter, that data you have to enter, automatically output will becomes. Other than that data, if you given any wrong input, automatically it will be go directly default situation. Default will be give the, this is the wrong input. Okay, like this we are writing the switch statements. And next we have the iterations or loops. Okay, so actually what we have discussed flow of control. So in flow of control already we have three types mainly. One is a sequential control. So sequential control is nothing but what here, what is nothing but is auto normal program. Okay, normal program means a normal, what a simple program, addition of two numbers, or you want to write a Fibonacci series or prime number. Generally without loops, without if condition, generally if you are writing flow, then that is a sequential control. Then after that we are writing, we have the conditional loops, control statements, or next we are having the iterations. So we discussed the conditional statements. Now we are discussing the iterations or loops. Okay, so iterations or loops are used when we want to execute a statement or block of statements several times. So what is telling? So for example, you are going to market. Okay, so when you want to go to market, so first you are preparing one list. So what are the necessary needs? Okay, what are the products you want to purchase? So 1 to 10 you are writing. So in this, when you are buying the products, you are checking. So this one is over, this one is over, 10 products will be over. Okay, like this you can. Other than if you are not taking the any list. Okay, so what happened? You went to market and you purchase. Again you come to home. This one is I forgot. Again you have to go. Then again you are coming. So what happened? Many times you have to go to market, and many times you have to buy the product. Also not like that. If you maintain some list, okay. So this is the items I want. These items I want to purchase. Then automatically there only you can purchase all the items. So like this, in this also. Like for example, one more example I'm giving here to understand, better understand. So for example, you want to print your name. Okay, so how we are printing our name? Using the printf statement. Okay, so for one time means it's okay. 10 times means 10 times you have to printf statement. If I'm saying to you, you can print your name 100 times. So what happened? 100 times you want to print you are writing a printf statement. So what happened? The code will be going to very lengthy. Okay, 100 is also okay. But if I'm giving 1,000 times, then it's very lengthy, we can't. Okay, so that time, so same statement will be executed here 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times. So that type of situations we are using the loops concept. Okay, so repeatedly execute the same statement until the condition will be satisfied. So whatever the condition you are giving, the numbers means I less than are equal to 10 means until the I value should be 10, automatically the loop will be going to repeatedly executed. The repetition of loop is nothing but here called as iteration. Okay, so in this iteration we are having three types of loops: while loop, do while loop, and for loop. Okay, so now see while loop. So in while loop, what we are having here, it is the fundamental looping statement in C language. It is suited for the problems where it is not known in advance that how many times a statement, a block of statement will be executed. So the main first loop we are having, and this is we are calling as the pre-control statement. Okay, pre-exit, post-exit. So pre-exit statements. So here the means what happened. I said I give an example also. So your name you want to print 1 to 10 times means if you give in the condition I less than or equal to 10, automatically the numbers will be repeatedly executed. The statements they will be executed until the 10 numbers printed. Whenever the 10 numbers printed, the I value increase the 11, automatically the condition will be going to false. Okay, so now see the syntax while condition statement. So in the, if you are seeing, if you're remembering if condition also, how we are writing if condition statements. But what happened there we are writing like not looping. There is no iteration. There is normal sequence. Okay, but in this we have the iteration. Iteration means what? Repeatedly, continuously, the condition will be going to be repeatedly executed, and the statements are going to be executed until the condition will be false. Okay, this is about the while loop. If you are seeing the program, then you can easily understand here. And this is the flow chart. So see the flow chart. In the flow chart, what is the while condition? If the condition is true, then body of loop is executed. If the condition will be false, the next statements are going to be executed. Okay, so in the body of the loop, what are the statements we have will be executed if the condition will be true. Okay, if the condition will be not true means apart from the block of statements, if you have given any other statements, if you are giving any other statements, then the statements are going to be executed. So in this also, I'm giving some explanation to better understand here. So firstly, the condition given with the while is evaluated. If the condition evaluates to true, then the statements given in the body of the loop are executed. After the execution of all the statements, the condition is again checked, and if it again evaluates to true, then the statements given in the body of the loop are again executed. So in this way, the statements are executed again and again until the condition given evaluates to false. So I said 1 to 10 numbers I want to print. Okay. Then what is the condition I'm writing? While I less than or equal to 10. What is the value I given? I is the 1. So first time I value will be 1. Okay. Condition is true. I 1 less than 10 means what? Condition true only. Na? Okay. Then again I value is increasing. So in this loops especially we are using the increment statements, increment operators. Increment operators, what are the increment operators? We are having plus plus, minus minus. Okay. Increment means plus plus, decrement means minus operators. So using the increment operator, you are increasing the I value. Automatically I value will be going to increase 2. Okay, 2 less than 10. Condition again true. Okay, then 2 is printed. Then again 3. I value becomes 3. Okay, 3 less than 10. Then 3 is printed. Okay, then 4. Like this until this will be increasingly and automatically all the numbers printed. Now finally the I value 10 to 10 less than or equal to 10 means condition true. Okay, now the I value is 11. 11 less than 10 means condition is false. So like this, the loop is going to be repeatedly executed. Okay, until the condition false. Now see the program here. So what is the program? To find the sum of digits of the given number. Okay, so what are the numbers I'm giving? That sum we have to find. Okay, so see here we are taking the sum variable declaration and enter the number. So number greater than 0. Okay, so what are the number if you enter? That is greater than 0. Okay, so 5 I am entering, for example. So 5 greater than 0 condition for true. True means what happened? I am entering the body of the loop. Okay, if the condition is true, then I am entering the body of the loop. Then here I am checking the taking the remainder value. Okay, num mod 10. So what the number 10 means what it is giving the remainder value. Okay, so what are the remainder value I am getting? That remainder value I am adding to sum plus 0. Then again I am dividing the value. So like this, the addition the sum will be added here one by one, and finally until up to it will be goes to 0. Okay, automatically happens. Then finally we get the sum. Okay, this is the example for the while loop. Then second we have the do while loop. Okay, so do while statement is also used for looping. It is similar to while loop only. And so already we have seen while loop. Okay, like this again we are having one more do while loop. So this is we are calling as the while loop is used to use for the problems where it is known in advance that how many times the statement or block of statements will be executed. So, however, unlike while loop, in case of do while, firstly the statements inside in the loop body are executed and then the condition is evaluated. As a result of which this loop is executed at least once, even if the condition initially false. So, I will be explaining about do while loop in the next video. Honey, pause करें मैं अब क्या करना उत्तर से तो ऑफ कर दो पॉज नहीं पॉज करी मैं स्टॉप कर सकते रिकॉर्ड होता था पॉज करे तो
अल्लाह पॉज करी तू
हाँ
पॉज रिकॉर्ड पॉज करे नहीं करी तू पॉज